Votes are in for California's primary, and while counting continues, we're getting a clearer picture of who may advance to the November election.
Under California's jungle primary system, the top two vote getters in these races will appear on the ballot in November. We're going to start with results from the governor's race. There you see Steve Hilton, the Republican who's endorsed by President Trump, leading with 28%. Democrat Xavier Becerra, 25%, and billionaire Tom Steyer, 20%. This is in line with what we were expecting out of this governor's race, kind of three leading candidates here. Right now, 53% reporting. Again, we do a lot of mail-in votes here in California, so just buckle up. This could take a while till we find out who the top two are. As those votes came in last night, each of those three leading candidates held watch parties, tracking the vote in hopes that they would be the one of those two final left standing. Democrat Tom Steyer spending a historic amount on this campaign, over $200 million. He spoke to a crowd in San Francisco as the results came in.
This race, more than any other in recent memory, laid bare the basic operating principle of American politics, a very uncomfortable truth. Money talks. In this race, we saw what corporate money tends to ask for: higher rents, lower wages, permission to pollute, to price gouge, and to treat workers as disposable. And in this race, we saw the way that money from some of the wealthiest people and corporations in the history of the world mobilized when I said I'd tax it fairly.
Meanwhile, in Huntington Beach, Republican Steve Hilton spoke to his supporters as his primary campaign wrapped up, with hopes that he'll soon be campaigning in the general election.
And so to every young person watching in California, whether you voted for me or not tonight, I just want you to know that I see you. I believe in you. I know that you can do it. I know that we can do it. We can make California a place where when you work hard, it's not just a struggle.
And in Los Angeles, Becerra spoke as early results came in. The former California Attorney General and U.S. Health Secretary rose to the top of the polls ahead of Election Day after former Congressman Eric Swalwell dropped out of the race over sexual misconduct allegations.
And while I take nothing for granted, there are lots of ballots left to be counted. It appears that we are on track to advance to November.